Let's continue our discussion today about energy. Again, remember as you watch the video, pause so that you can write this information in your journal notes. Let's continue to discuss kinetic and potential energy. Today we'll be talking about the 3 different types of potential energy. So, 3 main types of potential energy. Potential energy is abbreviated PE. Those 3 main types are, number 1, gravitational potential energy, number 2, elastic potential energy, and number 3, chemical potential energy. Look at the 3 pictures that are there and decide which you think matches with each one. Let me explain what you're seeing. So you're seeing a bird in the tree above the ground. Number 2, you might be seeing girls jumping on a stretchy trampoline. And then number 3, you might see food that helps to give you energy throughout the day. Let's continue talking about each of these types. Number 1, gravitational potential energy. So gravitational potential energy is the energy an object has because of being above the ground. So look at the 3 pictures that are here. We have an apple in the tree. The apple has the potential to be able to fall to the ground because of the pull of gravity against it to the ground. How about books on a bookshelf? Those books have the potential energy to possibly fall off of the shelf and be pulled to the ground by gravity. And the last one is a balloon in the air. So as you look at the balloon in the air, notice that it has potential energy because it is above the ground and has the potential to be able to be pulled back to the ground by gravity. Let's discuss elastic potential energy. So EPE. This is the type of energy that has because an object can be stretched or compressed. For instance, let's look, beginning with the rubber band. A rubber band has the ability to be able to be stretched and compressed, both. Or how about the hand holding the squishy ball? So that squishy ball has the ability to be able to be compressed and then to stretch back to a normal shape. How about tires? They have the ability to be able to be stretched and compressed. And then skin. Skin has that ability to be able to be stretched or compressed. EPE, elastic potential energy. Let's talk about chemical potential energy. Chemical potential energy is the energy that's stored in chemical bonds that hold compounds together. For instance, in food, the food that you digest has chemical bonds that are broken down as they're digested in your digestive system. This breaking down of the food provides you energy in your body. Matches are another example of chemical potential energy that is stored inside of them. When you light a match, that energy is released in several different forms, which we'll talk about a little later. Or how about fat cells in someone's body? That fat, as you continue to go without eating, breaks down and releases energy for your body to use. And the last one is dynamite. That is stored chemical potential energy. When those bonds are broken, that energy is then released. There are other forms of energy. These other forms are mechanical energy, such as the energy of motion and position. In other words, things that move and change their position. A school bus, someone's running, a fan blowing, or a door closing. Or maybe it's electrical energy. So when we talk about electrical energy, that involves the movement of electric charges. Those are called electrons. We might have that in a wall outlet, that is carried to our homes through power lines. We might use it in a battery to charge a remote control, or we might